this figure, I think you can see the slide, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can see here that this sign is present. So I already told that when you see this diamond type sign symbol, you can easily understand, you can say that this is a dependent source, and this is battery is present, so it is a independent source. Now which type of source is this? Zone 1, anyone? Can you tell me which type of
Current
source is
dependent
this?
voltage source.
Right, current dependent voltage source. So today we can see that this problem, these two are current dependent voltage source. Those who don't know, you can see that here it is written IB and plus minus is given. So this source is a voltage source, and the element, the magnitude 10 is multiplied with the current. So this is a current dependent voltage source. Don't treat as it is a current source. It is a voltage source, but it depends on current on which branch of this branch, IB. And this is another dependent source, but this source depends on the branch current of IA. Acha, Alamin Hossein, I have already sent you the link. You didn't accept. That's why you cannot enter in the classroom. You accept the link, then you can enter the classroom. So how to solve this problem? You can use this nodal analysis, you can use the mesh analysis. So mesh analysis is easy. What will write? Minus 5 plus 5. Now we can see that this is written I1 and I2. So I1 is equal to IA, because here IA is already given. You can take here, because this IA will flow through this path and this IB will flow through this path. This is very easy problem. So you can take as a I1 or I2, but you have to write that I1 is equal to IA, I2 is equal to IB. Now, how to solve? If I use the mesh analysis, then I can see some going from minus 5 to plus 5. So minus 5 plus 5 IA plus 10 IB. Don't confuse here, because this is the source. Do not multiply with IA. So plus 5 IA plus 10 IB plus 10 I1 or IA minus IB plus 5 IA is equal to 0. That is our one equation. Another equation is that IB, if I'll take I2 is equal to IB, then IB is flowing through this plus to minus, so plus 10 minus to plus, so minus 5 IA. I didn't multiply for this reason. It's a source and this source is minus 5A right now. So minus 5 IA plus 10 I2 minus I1 plus 5 I2 or IB, whatever you will write. These two equations you have to solve. Now if I will apply nodal method, then what I will do? Here I will take the reference. So here one voltage V minus 5 plus 10 IB. Why? Because from with respect to V, I can see it's a plus and I can see it's a minus. So V minus 5, and here I can see it's a first the minus, so plus 10 IB by 5. So write down this equation, nodal equation, and solve this problem and tell me the answer. I will check this answer is right or wrong. So group zone wise, you know your zone. So each zone, one member will respond. Okay. If I'll tell you wrong, you will tell me the right thing. Okay. So here I can see that V minus 5 plus 10 IB by 5, V minus 5 IA by 10, V minus 10 by 5, that is equal to 0. So find out what is the value of V. So I am giving you 10 minutes, 12:10. Now it's 12:03. You will tell me 12:10. What will be the answer is VA. Here keep it as a VA and you tell me what is the answer of VA. Each zone you will tell me what is the answer of VA. Is it clear? Is there any doubt? Any zone? Zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, is there any doubt? Am I properly audible? Okay. So solve this problem and tell me what is the node voltage.
हेलो मैम।
হ্যাঁ বলো।
मैम V इक्वल टू IA माइनस 4IB प्लस 6 আসছে তো।
ভি ইজ ইকুয়াল, তার এক মিনিট আমি লিখে নিই। ভি ইজ ইকুয়াল টু কি আসছে?
मैम IA माइनस 4IB प्लस 6।
আচ্ছা, now the question is what is IA?
I is 0.25
हाँ जी मैम।
amperes.
Mm-hmm. How to find out IA?
ফার্স্ট ইকুয়েশন দিয়ে বেরিয়ে যাচ্ছে আই এটা।
তা বলো ফার্স্ট ইকুয়েশন।
1/4 আসছে।
হাউ?
আইবিটা কেটে যাচ্ছিল।
কি করে? সি
হ্যাঁ,
this is
মাইনাস 10 আইবি প্লাস 10 আইবি কেটে যাচ্ছে।
now first tell me that how could I find out IA? What would be the IA equation? Then I can go the next step. How can I
ফার্স্ট মেশ
find out
অ্যানালিসিস যে
IA?
ইকুয়েশনটা আছে,
Tell me once.
ফার্স্ট মেশ অ্যানালিসিস যে কোশ্চেনটা ইকুয়েশনটা আছে, ফার্স্টে যে ফার্স্ট
না
মেশ
আমি
অ্যানালিসিস যে
আমি যদি
ইকুয়েশনটা।
নোডাল ইউজ করি then I cannot apply mesh, right? Because combination is not possible right now because I am using nodal. I have got. Acha, first tell me what the nodal equation. Suppose I
ফার্স্টেরটা
want to, হ্যাঁ একদম ফার্স্টে, suppose I want to find out node voltage V, then what would be the
মাইনাস
equation?
-5 প্লাস 5 আইএ প্লাস 10 আইবি প্লাস
minus
10
5
আইএ মাইনাস
দাঁড়া এক মিনিট আছে, -5 plus 10 IB plus
-5 প্লাস
minus
5 আইএ -5
what
প্লাস 5 আইএ
plus 5 IA
প্লাস 10 আইবি
একবার বললে -5 plus 10 IB
না
তারপরেরটা
ওটা
বলো।
তো হবে না,
হুম,
ওটা হবে ম্যাম, 10টা কেটে দেন।
তাহলে প্রথম থেকে বলো, ফ্রেশ করে বলো।
হ্যাঁ, -5
হুম,
প্লাস 5IA
প্লাস 5IA
প্লাস 10IB
প্লাস 10IB
প্লাস 10IA মাইনাস IB
প্লাস 10IA মাইনাস
into
IB
IA minus IB plus 5IA is equal to 0.
is equal to 0। আচ্ছা, মানে তুমি সলভ করে একবারে বলেছো। আচ্ছা,
এখান থেকে
নাও
IB টা কেটে যাচ্ছে ম্যাম, দেখে না, IA টা বেরিয়ে যাচ্ছে।
ম্যাম আপনি মেশ
আইবি
অ্যানালিসিস,
আইবি
ম্যাম আপনি
আইবি
মেশ
আইবি
অ্যানালিসিস
কেটে যাচ্ছে, দিয়ে
হ্যাঁ,
তোমার শুধু
10IB প্লাস
50 নেই,
মাইনাস 10IB কেটে যাচ্ছে।
সেটা তো হওয়ার কথা নয়। আচ্ছা,
ম্যাম,
আমি একটা, হ্যাঁ বলো।
ম্যাম বলছি আপনি মেশ অ্যানালিসিস নোড অ্যানালিসিস বলছেন, আপনি তো নোড অ্যানালিসিস বললেন।
হ্যাঁ
তো নোড অ্যানালিসিস ম্যাম ভি ইকুয়াল টু IA মাইনাস 4IB প্লাস 6 আসছে তো।
হ্যাঁ, সেই তো আইবি ও কেটে দিল, আইবি তো কাটার কথা নয়।
ম্যাম ও তো ফার্স্ট ফার্স্ট লুপে স্যার মেশ অ্যানালিসিস ম্যাম করেছে ওটা।
ও না, বেস অ্যানালিসিস করলে হবে না, নোডাল বলো, একজন বলো আমাকে নোডাল
নোডাল
ইকুয়েশনটা।
ম্যাম ভি ইকুয়াল টু IA মাইনাস 4IB প্লাস 6 আসছে।
আস্তে আস্তে, ভি ইজ ইকাল টু
IA
আই এ
মাইনাস 4IB
minus 4IB
প্লাস 6।
plus 6। I don't know it is right or wrong, I'll check. But now the how to solve this IA and IB problem, how to find out this IA, what would be the equation IA? Can you tell me anyone what would be the IA equation? How can I find out? Suppose this is not present, suppose it is simple. Suppose these 3 resistance and 2 voltage source are present. Simple equation, how to find out the IA? If suppose this V node voltage is V is 5 volt, ঠিক আছে, ধরো নোড ভোল্টেজ 2 volt, then what would be the IA? This 5 volt, here ohm 5 ohm resistance, here 2 volt, here 10 ohm resistance, 5 volt, 10 volt. I don't use any method. I just want to ask you, what is the branch current? If the voltage is here 2 volt, don't think about right now any dependent source is present. Simple one problem, that 3 resistance are present and the node voltage is 2 volt and 2 source voltage are 5 volt and 10 volt. How to find out IA, branch current? The most simple thing I have asked. You have solved difficult problem, but you have to solve this simplest problem, that how to find out if I know the voltage here and here, how to find out this branch current? Anyone? What do you think? Simple thing.
ম্যাম ভোল্টেজ সোর্সটা মাইনাস হয়ে তো বাই মানে রোধ দেওয়া হবে।
হ্যাঁ, মানে ওহম রেজিস্ট্যান্স।
ও ইয়েস।
তাহলে কত কি হবে অ্যান্সারটা? যদি আমি এখানে জানি যে 2 ভোল্ট আছে, তাহলে এখানে ব্রাঞ্চ কারেন্ট কত হবে?
3/5।
3/5। তাহলে now one source is present extra, then what will be the equation? I don't know right now this voltage, so what will be the IA equation? So 5 minus 10 IB
বাই 5।
by 5 না, আরেকটা তো আছে এখানে,
ও
নোড
এখানে দুটো
ভোল্টেজ
আছে, দুটো আছে, হ্যাঁ নোড
V,
ভোল্টেজ আছে।
তাহলে 5 minus 10 IB minus V by 5, that is equal to IA.
ম্যাম
তো
নোড ভোল্টেজ কি 7.5 ভোল্ট হবে?
আমি অ্যান্সার জানি না, তোমাকে বলতে হবে কারেন্টটা বললে আমি বলতে পারবো যে রাইট অ্যান্সার কিনা, নাহলে আমাকে করে দেখতে হবে, ঠিক আছে? বাকি মেম্বার যদি বলে 7.5 ভোল্ট, দেন 7.5 ভোল্ট ইজ দ্য রাইট অ্যান্সার, বাট ইউ ক্যান ফাইন্ড আউট হোয়াট ইজ দ্য কারেন্ট অফ দিস পাথ. If you will get 0.25, then your answer is right. So step by step I am telling you again, because some students they cannot take the what the steps they have to follow. First, if the problem you will apply mesh analysis, then it is very easy. Just you have to solve two equations, and you know most of the students right now can write the equation using mesh analysis method, I think. But if I will apply nodal method, then the problem is that these two sources are depends on this source are depends on this branch, and this source depends on this branch. So when I will get the node voltage equation, the equation would contain both IA and IB. Then what would be the equation of IA and IB so that I can solve the equation, right? So first you have to take here a node voltage and you have to write down the nodal equation. As per one student, nodal equation is V is equal to IA minus 4IB plus 6, right? Now the question is that how to solve this problem, because here three unknown terms are present, V, IA and IB. So I have to replace any of the term or any of the two terms in this way that I can find out what would be the node voltage. So how to solve this problem? So I have to take a nodal equation, I have to replace IA using one equation which contains the voltage node voltage V, as well as I have to replace IB which contains also the node voltage, and then I have to check it is we can solve it or not. So first if I'll replace, then what I can see in case of IA, that 5 of this IA is the branch current of this branch. So how to find out this branch current? 5 minus 10 IB minus V. If you will take it's a V, then 5 minus 10 IB minus V by 5, that is equal to IA. Now you can replace first IA by using this equation. So here you can see that one term 10 IB is present and another term 4 IB is present. Now if you will add, you will get one value. Now you have to replace IB. So if you will replace IB, IB is the branch current of this path. Now if you want to find out the branch current of this path, so you can take V minus 10 by 5, that is equal to IB. So you can replace IB by this equation, that V minus 10 by 5, and now the whole equation only contain one variable term, that is V. So you can easily find out what would be the value of V. Now branch, you have to find out what is IA and IB. So already you know the equation of this branch current and of this branch current. Now put the value of this V on this branch current equation, you will get IA and you will get IB. So this is your task and you have to solve the problem, and you have to zone wise you have to submit. Okay, any one member, you will submit the answer, the solution of this problem using nodal method, and you will tell me the answer, what would be the IA, and final answer is IA and IB. Okay, this is the first question. The second problem is this. Okay, so here you can see that these equations, this circuit diagram contains one voltage source, but these two are dependent, and they depends on this current. So current dependent voltage source. This also depend on this branch current. So this is also a current dependent voltage source. And here two sources are present. One is independent voltage source, another is current source. Now there is a question that find out what is the Ix and Iy value. So which method will you apply? The first question is that which method will you apply? If it is not mentioned, you can apply mesh analysis method, right? Because or you can apply here current division rule, because branch current is known you can apply what would be the IY using a current division rule method, but you have to know what is IX, how to solve this problem. Another thing you can do it here, you can apply nodal method. Now you know how to find out branch current, because 5 minus VA by 1 is equal to IX, and here VB, if you take VB by 1, that is equal to IY. So you can easily find out the branch current IX and IY, and you can replace this IX and IY. Or another method what you can apply superposition theorem, right? And then you have to short this path, only one source is acting, you can solve the problem. And again, this, so you can keep this source present here and open this path so that you can solve this circuit, and you can find out what is the branch current Ix and Iy for uh, when one source is acting and another source is acting, what is the branch current Ix and Iy. And then you can add this when two sources are acting, considering that when two sources are acting, then you have to Ix1 and Ix2 you have to add, and Iy1 and Iy2 you have to add, and then you have to find out what would be the Ix and Iy. And this type of problem now will solve. Now I am not solving this problem, I will give you, you will try to solve it, because the similar problem we have solved here, but here only two branches are present, so that you have to get one nodal voltage, right? Here you have to use two nodal voltage and you have to solve the problem. So you can easily solve it if you can solve this problem. So I will give you this problem and you have to solve this problem. But the next problem,
ম্যাম ওই প্রবলেমটা কি কোন কোন মেথডে করব ম্যাম, ম্যাথ না নোডাল?
any method you can apply, but
Okay.
what I am saying right now, you will try every method, even
Okay.
you will try this method where you are weak, so that you can understand where you are facing the problem, because sometimes it may happen in competitive examination or other examination that you have to use nodal method so that you can easily solve this problem. But sometimes it may happen that mesh analysis you have to apply, or you have to apply superposition theorem. So for one problem you will try different method, so that you can handle any type of problems.
ওকে ম্যাম।
Okay, আচ্ছা আমাকে 1 মিনিট দাও। So the next problem we'll see. Okay, now this is the another problem. So what I am saying here, you can see here 15-volt independent source, 10-volt independent source, but current source is present within these two loops, right? So what I have told, that when one current source is applying for both the same loops, then this is a super mesh problem. Either you can apply here nodal method, then it is easy, then you don't have to take so much pain, because V minus 15 by 6, this is incoming, so minus 3i, V plus 10 by 8, that is equal to 0, no issue. But if you apply here super mesh problem, then it is more easier than the nodal method, because if you take here suppose I1, here I1, you can see here, you can see here I1 and I2. So
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I2 minus I1 is equal to 3I prime. What is I prime? Now 15 by 6 is equal to I prime, right? And I'm coming later. So this is first, the steps is super mesh I2 minus I1 is equal to 3I prime. Write down it. I2 minus I1 is equal to 3I prime. Why I2? Because I2 direction is the same direction of this current source. This is a current source and this is a current dependent current source, because here I prime is written and this source depends on this branch current. So current dependent current source. So I2 minus I1 is equal to 3I prime. And the second equation, then just you have to omit this branch. So what will be the second equation? Minus 15 plus 6I1 plus 8I2 is equal to 0. Now what is I1? I1 is equal to I prime. So you can replace here I3 I prime is equal to I1, because I1 and I prime both are same. But can I replace it? Yes, I can replace it. So just you right now you will try to solve it, because one problem if you cannot solve, then I cannot understand that you are getting my point or not. So first, this problem, super mesh problem, this is smallest problem. So first you will try to write down the equation and you will try to solve this problem and you will tell me the answer. This is a super mesh problem. You will apply only super mesh. You can also apply nodal method. But right now I told you that solve this problem using super mesh technique. Lateral entry students, if you face any problem, do not hesitate to ask. Sometimes it may happen that if you go through the videos or lecture videos, you will get all my point. But even if you understand the problem, but where you can see that if we'll ask you, if we'll ask the that means if you're doubt, if you'll ask any question, I will give you the answer. And today I'll also tell you which zone you'd be. As per zone, you have to give the answer or you have to submit the assignment. And when I'll tell you that submit assignments for all students, then you have all students you have to submit the assignment. And one assignments already I have given. Do not submit this assignment, those who are lateral entry students, because I'll give you another problem and you will submit the assignment on this problem. But this will be after puja vacation.
Hello ma'am, I1 equal to 0.39 and I2 equal to 1.57.
अच्छा देखे नहीं, I1 is equal to 0.39 and I2 is equal to
578 মানে 1.58.
হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে অ্যান্সার। ইজ देयर এনি, তুমি কোন জোন থেকে বলছো, কে বলছো? হোয়াট ইজ ইওর রোল নাম্বার?
ম্যাম 13 13
13 জোন
জোন 2 জোন 2
zone 2. So is there any doubt from zone 1 and zone 3? Most of the time zone 2 are responding. Zone 1 and zone 3, they are not I cannot get any response from them. They are zone 2 are very active, but 1 to 3 2 3 students are very active. So zone 1 and zone 3, is it okay? Any student, any problem? If it is okay, then next problem will be solved by zone 1. Or if you have any problem, any doubt, you can ask me right now. Zone 1 and zone 3, give me a response. Zone 1 and zone 3, give me a response. At least one member. Am I audible, zone 1? Someone give me a response. Also, you can write down in the chat box. अच्छा के लिखेছে मैम आई एम ट्रैवलिंग फ्रॉम कोलकाता टू मुर्शिदाबाद अच्छा when I was joining in the classroom it was showing invitation link not found and I was not able अरे invitation কে বলছে সিদ্দিকী আমান আহমেদ সিদ্দিকী invitation has sent to your Gmail address search in your Gmail address I sent the link in your Gmail address or the address which you have given. That means the mail address which you have given, that address I sent you the link and accept this link. Do not find anywhere about the that means the classroom link. Do not find anywhere. You will get it if you will accept your link which is sent by me. Anyone from zone 1 and zone 3? Is it okay?
ইয়েস ম্যাম। ম্যাম একটা
Okay.
কোশ্চেন ছিল ম্যাম,
বলো।
এভাবে এরকম কতগুলো সিস্টেমে আসলে মানে করা যেতে পারে, সমাধান করা যেতে পারে? মানে যেমন
কতগুলো সিস্টেমে মানে
যে কতগুলো থিওরি, যেরকম সুপারপজিশন থিওরেম, তারপর আজকে যেটা করালেন, তো এরকম
হ্যাঁ
আরো কতগুলো আছে আর কি, মানে
মানে তুমি স্পেসিফিক্যালি কোথায় অ্যাপ্লাই করতে চাইছো বা কি ধরনের প্রবলেম তুমি ফেস করতে চাইছো সেটা
মানে
বলো
মানে এই যে আপনি যে ধরনের সার্কিট গুলো দেখাচ্ছেন, এই ধরনের
হুম
সার্কিটে
হুম এই ধরনের সার্কিটে সাপোজ ইফ ইট ইজ নট মেনশনড then you can apply any method okay but you have to check which method takes suppose one problem I have given you and you have applied mesh or you have applied current division rule it takes 25 minutes to solve the problem but whereas if you apply nodal method to solve this problem you have seen that this same problem is taking only 10 minutes. Now when you will know all these methods then to see the problem you can easily get that which method you should apply if it is not mentioned. If it is mentioned then you are bound to do it, but if it is not mentioned then whatever the method you know properly first you can apply it. Suppose you don't know how to apply nodal method and you are trying to solve this problem using nodal method what will happen you will get wrong answer so don't do it. If you are strong in mesh then try mesh method but you have to remember some problems mesh methods especially in 3-4 loops when you will consider that time it is difficult to handle mesh method. That time it may happen that superposition theorem if 3-4 sources are present superposition theorem if will apply it will be better to solve the problem. So if you practice every methods then to see the problem you can get easily you can easily say that to apply this method I can solve this problem within this time because time is the main problem when you will appear for the competitive exam and sometimes and most of the competitive exam you will get this type of problem that means super mesh problem. Several I have seen most of the students have sent me their doubts or their problems most of the time which is related to either dependent source problem or super mesh or super node related problem or the dependent source but they are mentioned that apply use Thevenin's theorem to solve this problem but dependent source problem so they confuse that time. So I told every students every time that try to know or try to learn every method so that whenever whatever the problem you will face you won't see you cannot tell that I cannot do it. Even you can try it sometimes but you cannot tell that I cannot do it. That's why I tell you that try to solve the any problem take any problem and try to apply the theorems or the nodal or the maze, or sometimes you have to apply star delta conversion, sometimes you have to apply current division rule. We'll see, and that's why I solve in this classroom different kind of problems, so that you can understand which type of problem you have to solve in which way. That is your choice. If it is not mentioned, if it is mentioned, then you are bound to do it. So the next problem is this.
Ma'am, which method is very important?
Every method is important based on your problem, right?
Ma'am, how
Which
many
problem?
method? কতগুলো
Suppose this
method?
problem, here you have applied super mesh. Here you can see that here also superposition theorem is also applied. So how they applied superposition theorem? Same technique they applied super mesh, right? Now the acha, here one thing you have to, আচ্ছা আমি পরের প্রবলেমটায় যাচ্ছি, তাহলে তোমাদের বুঝো এই প্রবলেমটা পুরো কমপ্লিট হয়নি, এটা আমি পরে দেখছি এক মিনিট। This problem I am taking, okay. So you have to apply this problem using superposition theorem. We will apply to find out what is the current Ix. This problem I will again solve. I missed one thing. So here what we can see, two sources are present. One is dependent source, the two are independent source. One is voltage source, another is current source, and this is also a voltage source. Suppose you want to apply superposition theorem. So in case of superposition theorem, you have to remember that independent source, for voltage independent, if the source is independent and this source is voltage source, then I can short the path. And if it is a current source, I can open this path, or I can remove, rather better to say that I can remove this current source, and or I can, without current source I can solve the problem. But would I remove this source? No. Why? Because this source depends on this branch current. When this branch current would be 0, then I can tell this source is not active. But if this branch current is present, then it is, you cannot remove this source. Always remember, whenever you will apply superposition theorem, you have to check which sources are independent, which sources are dependent. And second, you have to think that the dependent source, when source depends on which branch current or voltage. If this branch current or voltage is 0, then you can remove this source. Otherwise, you cannot touch this source because it depends on other part of or other branch current or voltage. So if I'll solve this problem, then how to solve this problem? So first, if I'll apply superposition theorem, then first short circuit this path. When one source is acting, the solve this problem. This is a super mesh problem again. So this source is present right now because it depends on this branch current, and this source is present. So if I'll apply super mesh, then the same technique you have to follow step by step. First I'll tell you what steps you will follow, then how to solve this problem. Okay, so first you have to short. When one source is now acting, actually two sources are acting, but we cannot touch this source because it depends on this branch current. So basically this source is acting, and you have to find out the, what is the question, the find the current Ix. So you have to find out what is Ix prime. Okay, the first step. The second step in this case, so in second step what we have seen, that this current source is now removed and only voltage source is present. Now what is the branch current Ix double prime. So when two sources are acting, so Ix prime plus Ix double prime would be is equal to Ix. That you have to find out. Okay. So now solve this problem. So do not see the solution. Solve this problem. Take this problem and apply superposition theorem. Zone 1, I need your response. And zone 3 also. So those are from Bihar and Kulti, Bangladesh. They will give me one solution, that means Ix double prime, and zone 1 you will tell me Ix prime, and your time is 10 minutes to solve this problem. Is it clear? Zone 1 and zone 3, no one is responding. I don't know why.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay, so solve Ix prime for zone 1 and Ix double prime for zone 3. And Ix, when two sources are acting, that time what would be the Ix? That will be solved by zone 2. Clear? When one source, this 20-volt source is acting, that means Ix double prime, this will be solved by zone 3. When 30 ampere source is present, the current is Ix prime, that will be solved by zone 1. And two sources are acting, the what will be the Ix, that will be find out by zone 2. And 10 minutes you have.
ম্যাম বলতে পারি জোন 2 থেকে
বলো।
ম্যাম আইএক্স প্রাইমটা আসছে ম্যাম 3 এম্পিয়ার।
না, তুমি Ix prime বলবেই না। You will tell only Ix when two sources are acting
আইএক্স
from
হলো 5
zone
এম্পিয়ার
2.
ম্যাম, 5 এম্পিয়ার।
5 amp. Okay. Now zone 1 and zone 3, they will tell what will be the Ix prime and Ix double prime. If their addition would be a 5, then your answer would be right.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
ma'am, Ix double prime is equal to 2 ampere.
Ix double prime. You are from zone 3, Sania?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
3 ampere, right?
2 ampere.
2 ampere. Okay. Now zone, আচ্ছা জোন 2 থেকে কি অ্যানসারটা বললে?
ম্যাম 13।
13. জোন 2 থেকে আর কারোর কোনো রেসপন্স নেই কেন?
ম্যাম জোন 2 এর আজকে বেশিরভাগ কালকে রেজাল্ট নিতে গেছিল ওই জন্য।
ও রাজনা কি আজকে ঘুমোচ্ছে?
না মানে আজকে আসতে ট্রাভেল করছে তো ওই জন্য।
হুম। আর জোন 3 IX প্রাইম, এই জোন 3 বলেছে, জোন 1 জোন 1 Zone 1, is it okay or you need time? Or if you have any problem, you can also ask me. But I am not getting the voice from Zone 1. The roll number 16, 17, 19 এরা আছে? 34, 35, 47 কেউ আছে?
Yes, ma'am. 35,
45,
35.
35, 35 বলো, তা কি হচ্ছে? কেউ তো তোমাদের জোন থেকে রেসপন্সই করছে না, তুমিই বলো অ্যাট লিস্ট।
Yes, ma'am.
তোমরা গ্রুপে বল জোন নিজেদের মধ্যে একটা গ্রুপ করে নেবে যাতে তোমরা রেসপন্স করতে পারো।
Okay.
এই প্রবলেমটা কি হবে? জোন 1 যদি তোমরা
मैम
না
84 रोल नंबर।
হ্যাঁ বলো, কে বলছো? হ্যালো হ্যালো So I think I won't get any answer from zone 1. So anyone from zone 2 or zone 3, give me the answer.
ম্যাম 3
Ma'am,
এম্পিয়ার হবে।
হ্যাঁ
3 ampere.
yeah. So we have got from 5 ampere when two sources are acting, and when one source is acting, that time we have got 2 ampere. And suppose I think voltage source is acting, then we have got 2 ampere, and when current source is acting, then the answer is 3 ampere. So total is 5 ampere. Now we can check that the answer is right or wrong. So Ix prime, when current source is acting, this is 3 ampere, right? And when the voltage source is acting, the supply is, that means branch current is 2 ampere. So this total is 5 ampere. So when two sources are acting, we have seen that this answer is also a 5 ampere. So in this way you can check, or if, so what I want to tell you, that if you apply superposition theorem, then you are getting the 5 ampere. If it is not mentioned that you have to apply superposition theorem to solve this problem, then you can also use nodal method or mesh method. When two sources are acting, you have also got that the answer is 5 ampere. What I want to say, I think you have got my point. So you can apply superposition theorem, you will also get the 5 ampere, but the steps you have to solve this problem in 2 steps. But if you use nodal method, then you will solve this problem in 1 step. That is the difference. Okay, so this is a problem. So the same problem, the previous problem which I told you, you have already solved, you have seen, and this problem we will try to do it in this way. Okay, so here also you cannot remove this dependent source, but what is the main problem is that this dependent source is in the two branch is in the middle. That means if we apply mesh method, then it is difficult to solve, because this current source is that means the two loops are using the same current source, right? So that case you have to apply super mesh. Otherwise you can apply nodal method, then you can easily solve it. If it is not mentioned, if it is mentioned, you have to solve this superposition theorem. Then step by step you have to first short circuit this path, you have to solve the problem, then short circuit this path, you have to solve the problem, and you have to find out what is the branch current. Okay, so you will try to solve this problem.
ম্যাম নোডাল মেথড তো সোজা।
হ্যাঁ সোজা, কিন্তু যদি বলে দেওয়া থাকে সুপারপজিশন আর তুমি যদি না জানো নোডাল দিয়ে আসো, তাহলে তুমি পাবে গোল্লা। এই জন্য সুপারপজিশনটাও তোমাকে শিখে রাখতে হবে এক্ষেত্রে। Next problem is the Thevenin's theorem problem for dependent source. Why I am going through this? Because already we have solved independent source related problem. Okay, we won't solve AC problem with dependent source. Okay, that you will learn in our higher class. Whenever you will be habituated to handle all types of problem, then you can apply AC with dependent as well as independent source. But now we'll solve 3 types of problem. One is the independent source plus supply is DC. Another is supply is DC but contains both independent as well as dependent source. And in case of AC, we'll solve the independent source problem. There is no dependent source, because I think you can handle, but it needs time. Whenever it required, if any problem it is required, I will show you. If it is not required, mainly 3 types of problem for different cases, not only this theorem problem. Next you will see that you have to solve 2-port network. There you have to handle such type of different types of circuitry, and you have to find out different impedance. And another you have to solve in case of Laplace transform, where you can see that if you'll find out equation in Laplace domain, how to solve this equation using inverse Laplace application. But before applying these theorems or these new techniques, you have to know how to find out the equation. If you can find out equations easily, and that means if your equation would be right, then you can apply any technique. Okay, so that we'll see. That's why I'm first solve the problems theorem or this type of problem, then I'll go to this 2-port network or Laplace transform or transient related problem. Now this is another problem, but this Thevenin's theorem problem, here it is written obtain the Thevenin's equivalent network. Okay, so here you can see this type of problem you have already solved. Okay, because there you couldn't get this independent source, rather you have got independent source. This type of problem I have shown you. Here there is a resistance is present. Here another independent voltage source is present. How to find out VAB or VOC? That you know. But here what you are saying, that dependent source is present. Now how to solve? Here two methods are given to solve the problem, and if we'll go through the H. Chakraborty book, you can see two methods are well written, but I will show you one method, and that I feel that it is easy in this way to solve the problem. So if you want to learn another method, you will go through the H. Chakraborty circuit theory book. Now, how to solve the steps? So you can write down the steps also. First, in this circuit, you will find out what is the VAB. How to find out, I am not telling right now. First, I am telling you the steps. So first, suppose here one circuit is given, here load resistance is present, or load, yes, it is a DC, so only load resistance is present. Okay. So what you have to do, first you have to remove the load resistance. In case of independent source, what you will do, first you will remove the load resistance, you will find out what is the VAB, then you will find out what is the ZTH, then you can find out what is the load current from the equivalent Thevenin's network. But here what you have to do, when independent source is present with dependent source, right? So first you will remove, and the same way you will find out what is the VAB or VTH or VOC, open circuit voltage. Next, you do not find ZTH or ZN. Why? Because you know that when I want to find out ZTH or ZN, that means Norton's equivalent resistance or Thevenin's equivalent resistance, both would be the same for any circuit. Now, Norton's equivalent or Thevenin's equivalent circuit resistance, if we want to find out, what I would do, first I would remove the current source and short circuit the voltage source, and then we'll find out what is ZTH or what is ZN. But here, if I'll do it, what will happen? I have to remove this voltage source and I have to short this path. But I cannot, because it depends on this nodal voltage Vx. So what I have to do to find out Zn or Zth? Because finally I have to find out Thevenin's equivalent network, where I need VOC, Zth and ZL, or VOC, RTH and RL, right? So VOC I can find out, but when I want to find out RTH, that time the problem is that due to dependent source, if I would remove, then the answer would be wrong, because this dependent source depends on this nodal voltage, and this node voltage is not equal to 0. Then to find out ZTH, what I can do? I can do the short circuit this path. So I can find out what is the short circuit current. Well, V by I is equal to R. So I can easily find out what would be the RTH. So this path first I'll open, I'll find out what is the VOC. Because in case of Thevenin's theorem, the first step is you have to find out what is the VOC. So same process. Now in Norton's theorem, what you do? You will do the same thing, but here you will do the short circuit the path. So I am doing the short circuiting the path. So I can find out what is ISC. So VOC and ISC, you know that for one circuit, VOC, if we'll get the ZTH and ZN, both will be same, but the steps are different. In case of Thevenin circuit, you will find out VOC. In case of Norton's, you will find out the IOC. So if I'll get VOC and IOC, then VOC by IOC, if I'll do, I can find out easily the RTH. Here it would be R, not Z. Z when I'll use for AC circuit. Here it would be R. because only the resistive load is present. So RTH I can find out. So VOC by ISC, if I'll do, I can get RTH. And in this way, we will find out either RTH or RN. If it is RTH or RN, both will be equal. So when you will draw the next stage equivalent circuit, you have to remember which equivalent network you have to draw, Thevenin's or Norton's. If it is a Thevenin's, then put the ISC value with parallel RTH or RN value and parallel RL value. If it is the VOC, that Thevenin's equivalent network, then you have to put VAB with series resistance RTH or RN with series RL. So this way will solve the problem. Now we'll see. So here first it is solved. So what they have got here, you have to find out what is a VTH. So minus 2 plus 2i minus Vx. They have taken why it's minus, because they have opposite. So I have taken here minus 2, here plus 2i, so plus Vx, that is equal to 0 for this branch current I1. Now 2 ampere and this branch current, that would be the another, but here we have to find out what is VTH. VTH means this Vx is equal to this branch voltage plus this branch voltage, right? So you have to solve this problem. Now what is the Vx? Vx is equal to, they have got is a 6 volt, because here Vx is equal to 2 minus 2i1. Now what is i1? I1 is this 2 ampere, because 2 ampere is flowing through this path. There is open loop. So I1 will not, this 2 ampere will not flow through this path. It will flow through this path, but as we have taken I1 in the clockwise direction, but 2 ampere is in the anti-clockwise direction, so it is a minus 2. So put the value I1 here, so you will get what is the Vx. Now after getting Vx, you have to find out what is VTH. So already I told that Vx would be, Vx is equal to this branch voltage plus this branch voltage. Now to Vx is known and this branch voltage is also known. So what would be the VTH? You can find out. So VTH is equal to 30 volt. You will try to solve this. I will give you the problem again. So now VTH is 30 volt. The first step is solved. Now the second step, you have to short circuit this path. And you have to apply, here you can apply super mesh again, and you can find out what is the I2. If you will get I2, then you can say this is a IN, that means short circuited current. Okay. So if you will get IN and if you will get VTH, then you can find out RTH, VTH by IN, you will get RTH. Now the ultimate equivalent network VTH is equal to 30. VTH is equal to 30. Right? Next, RTH is equal to 10.98. So 30, 10.98. If it is RL is given, then you can find out what would be the load current IL. Or if it is a, if it is written that find out Norton's equivalent circuit, then what will write? What is the IN? IN is 2.73 ampere. So you have to draw a current source 2.73, parallel 10.98, parallel RL. If it is given, then you draw the parallel RL, and then you have to find out IL. Or if you will get Norton's equivalent circuit, then you can also convert it in a Thevenin's. If it is not required, because already you have got Thevenin's equivalent network, so you can easily find out what is the load current, because ultimately you have to find out the load current from a complex network. This is a simple two branch, but it may happen there are more than 4 5, there is a 1 2 3 4 branches, so there would be a 7 8 9 branches and different components are present. That case, how to solve the problem? You can just remove the load resistance. and you can apply Thevenin's theorem or Norton's theorem for dependent source, and you can take these steps and you can solve this problem so that you can write these easy steps from the complex network. So you can see here that this network consists of both voltage, current, independent source, dependent source, but now this is converted it only the one source, that means one voltage source and only one resistance. Now when it is required, suppose you want to make a hardware circuitry, so it is given, so you can take the equivalent circuit instead of this circuit in a hardware. Instead of using this component in hardware, you can take the equivalent circuit of Thevenin's equivalent circuit to make your new design in a hardware. Even sometimes you can see that battery pack design for electric vehicle, they have used Thevenin's model for of a battery pack. Different battery pack, different complex designs are present, in numbers of RC networks are present. So how to solve this problem? You can apply Thevenin's theorem, and from this complex circuit, the long large complex circuit, you can solve this complex circuit to only this circuit, which is known as Thevenin's equivalent circuit. And you can see that implementation of this circuit in a breadboard is difficult, rather it is very easy. So sometimes in electric vehicle application battery pack design, we can apply Thevenin's theorem. Sometimes we can apply reciprocity theorem. We will see in the two-port network where reciprocity theorem will be used, and we will learn about reciprocity theorem. Sometimes we can apply maximum power transfer theorem to find out what would be the maximum power in the load. So different kind of applications for different types of problem. So that's why you have to know each theorem and each type of solution. Is there any problem, any doubt? Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, any member, if you have any problem, any doubt to solve this type of problem, then you can tell me. Otherwise, I would give you another problem to solve. Yes or no? If it is yes, then also tell me yes. No, I have no problem. Or if you have a problem, then tell me yes, I have a problem. But I need your response. Otherwise, I cannot understand that you have got my point or not. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3.
Ma'am, how can I make the equivalent circuit?
হ্যাঁ, এই যে বললাম VOC বের করেছো, এই যে VTH 30 volt from this circuit, then ITH IN বের করেছো এখান থেকে. So VTH by IN, you will get RTH. So if you will get RTH, then put here. This is the equivalent network of Thevenin's equivalent network. What would be, what value you will put here? You will just put here 30 volt VOC or VTH and RTH 10.98. If RL would be given, then you will place here RL. So if you want to make the this connection in breadboard, instead of here, what is the supply? 2 volt is the supply, and 2 ampere is the current source, and another dependent source is 4 Vx. But now we have to only supply 30 volt, and this is a DC, so you can easily get from your lab, and you can, instead of this different 2 ohm 1 ohm resistance, you can put here only 10.98 ohm or 11 ohm, and you can say that what would be the, if your load resistance suppose 10 ohm or 100 ohm load, so you can tell what would be the load current. Instead of if using this circuitry, you can take this circuit to make your own design. because you have to ultimately you have to find out what is the load current, IL. So you can use this circuit or you can use this circuit. This is equivalent.
ম্যাম এই সার্কিট গুলো মূলত কি মানে পাওয়ার সেক্টরে ব্যবহার করা হয় ম্যাম?
পাওয়ারে ব্যবহার করতে পারি, যেমন তোমাকে বলে ইলেকট্রিক ভেহিকল, ঠিক আছে, ব্যাটারি প্যাক ডিজাইন। So you can see that when you will apply battery pack design, there are several RC network. Even there is another ESR term you will get. Even in case of power electronics converter design, sometimes you have to apply different kind of switch, transistor, or RLC or RC network. Then you have to convert different kind of circuitry to easy type of circuit so that you can implement. So sometimes we can apply Thevenin's theorem, sometimes we can apply superposition theorem to solve. Suppose you have got one problem from your power electronics, that is DC-DC converter you will use. You can see in third semester. Okay. So DC-DC converter or the DC to DC converter, whatever, you will see that there are different switch you will use, BJT type or IGBT or MOSFET type switch you will use, diode you will use, or you will use also a load, RL load. Even in the filter, LC filter you will use. So if you will LC filter you will use with parallel R load is present, then you will combine a RLC circuitry. So if we'll get RLC circuitry with diode, with inductor, another part inductor, another part MOSFET, this difficult problems you can solve using either nodal, sometimes to find out what would be the current flowing through the inductor. To find out the equation, you can apply nodal method. Sometimes that means whenever I applied battery pack problem, that time you have to apply Thevenin's equivalent network to solve a complex circuit to a easy circuit, because to design in a hardware or in a simulation with a long nth order RC network, it is difficult to design. You will understand what is nth order. You will understand when you learn control system. That time, to nth order to first order, if I'll convert it, then I need a equivalent circuit, and that time you will apply Thevenin's theorem. So different kinds of problem. Even in case of meshing, in next semester you will go through the meshing, you will get that there is a series RL circuit, armature resistance, field resistance, armature inductance, field inductance. If it is series DC circuit, then this RL circuit, that means RL you will get here, because if you coil, there you will get armature coil or field coil. So whenever I'll deal with coil, that means I want to or I want to consider RL load. Coil means there pure inductor is not possible. So instead of pure inductor, we'll use RL. That means resistance and inductance both are present. So this case RL circuit, field coil, if it is a series motor, then field coil and armature coil both will be in series. So if I'll give you this circuitry, then how to find out what would be the armature current. And in series circuit, armature current and field current would be the same, because this would be in series. But if I'll take a separately excited DC motor, then what would be the armature current, if is the field current is fixed, or if I want to find out what would be the field current if I'll change the flux. And you will learn what is flux, what is magnetic field. I'll tell you something about in electromagnetic field also. So, and the application level you will get in the, even this Thevenin's equivalent network you will apply in the transmission line, and you will see how complex network to Thevenin's equivalent network we can convert. So these are the application in near future. That means in machine, in power system, in control system, in power electronics, in machine drives. These are the main subjects of your electrical engineering department. But these all things are depends on the circuit problem solution, and that you have learned here. Okay. And also in the electromagnetic field you have to learn, because the behavior of capacitor, behavior of inductor, behavior of the magnetic circuit, that means it will hamper in your transmission line. So you have to learn also this thing.
ম্যাম ইলেকট্রোম্যাগনেটিক ফিল্ড এটাও কি আপনি নেবেন এই ক্লাসটা?
না, ইলেকট্রোম্যাগনেটিক ফিল্ড মেইনলি বিশ্বপ্রিয় স্যার নেবেন দুটো ক্লাস, আমি নেব একটা ক্লাস। সেখানে আমি কিছুটা পার্ট ইলেকট্রোম্যাগনেটিক, মানে দ্যাট মিনস ম্যাগনেটিক সার্কিটের কিছুটা পার্ট আমি পড়াবো। তার মধ্যে একটা ভিডিও আমি আপলোড করেছি বার্নস ল, তোমরা জানো। আরো কিছু ভিডিও আমার তৈরি করা আছে, বাট সবকটা আমি দেবো না, যেটুকু তোমাদের দরকার সেটুকুনিই দেবো, ঠিক আছে? তো বার্নস ল অলরেডি ইউ হ্যাভ লার্নড ইন ইউর HS or class 11 or class 12 board exam, you have learned. So something I will give you Barsavar's law, Ampere's law, but one class I will take for magnetic circuit problem, and there you will see how to apply nodal and mesh method for solution of magnetic circuit problem, and we will apply nodal and mesh problem for solving the magnetic circuit problem. Now you are handling electrical circuit, and there you will see that from the magnetic circuit we'll convert it in a electrical equivalent circuit, and how to use nodal and mesh method to solve the problem. And I thought that before puja vacation I'll start, but after puja vacation I'll start it. Next day I'll take another class, but this thing I think reciprocity and Milliman's theorem I'll take, or maximum power transfer theorem most probably I'll solve. But before going to this, because this will not take long time, already you have learned Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem. They are best same theorem will apply to find out maximum power, how to send maximum power. Already in DC you know, but AC there is some problem, that means there is some cases, 2-3 cases are there. You have to check it out that in if these cases are happen, how to solve the problem of maximum power transfer theorem. But the basic thing is that you should know Thevenin's theorem. That's why the Thevenin's theorem related dependent source, independent source, AC problem, all cases I have solved. Now it is your duty in the puja vacation, you will take the problem, whatever the problem I have given, this problem you will take and you will try to solve it. And first to last, do not skip any step. If you will solve it right now, then you can see not only the subject examination, because it may happen that you will appear for offline examination, it may happen. Okay, so take preparation from right now, because if you think that online examination will happen and it will be the same way we can appear in the examination, so it may not happen, because I think that 25th November your offline class will be started. If offline class will be started, then it is obvious that offline examination will be happen. So take preparation, not only right now, for in also in your future examination. I will show you some gate related also problem, some problems regarding gate, some problems from other competitive examination I will give you, and you will try to solve those who are interested. That is not mandatory for everyone. That is for those students who are interested for appearing gate examination, or who are interested to stay in the electrical engineering department. For they can try to solve this problem, and the rest of the students you will at least try to write down how to solve the basic level problem, that means nodal, mesh, superposition theorem, Thevenin's theorem, for just like dependent source, AC source, just this type of problem you will try to write down at least equation. If you cannot solve it, at least try to write down the equation, and then after you will apply Cramer's rule or in matrix method, then how to solve the problem. Also try to know this method, like how to apply Cramer's rule, at least one method, Cramer's rule. If you cannot solve the matrix method, you can apply Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule is very, very easy. So these 4 or 5 types of problem you can learn for your examination, because this solution technique also help you in two-port network, also help you in Laplace transform, so it will be better for you.
ম্যাম
Okay.
ইলেকট্রিক্যাল যে অ্যানালাইসিস যে ল্যাবটা আছে ওটা কি আপনি মানে কে নেবে?
হ্যাঁ, আমিই নেব, দুটোই আমি নেব।
ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, মানে টোটাল আপনি দুইটা ক্লাস নেবেন এবং ওই যে ফিল্ড থেকেও কিছু
ল্যাবটা
ক্লাস থাকবে আপনার?
হ্যাঁ, রিলদের একটা ক্লাস নেব, তোমাদের সিগন্যালের দুটো 4টে ক্লাস, আর তোমাদের ল্যাবের ক্লাস।
জি ম্যাম, তাহলে তো আপনার কাছে অনেক ক্লাসই আছে।
হ্যাঁ, এইবারে আমারই বেশিরভাগ ক্লাস তোমাদের। অন্যবার বিশ্বপ্রিয় স্যার নেন, এবার বিশ্বপ্রিয় স্যার থার্ড ইয়ারকে নিচ্ছেন বলে উনি তোমাদের দুটো ক্লাস নেবেন।
ম্যাম আমাদের থার্ড ইয়ারে কি আপনার ক্লাস থাকবে থার্ড ইয়ার বা ফোর্থ ইয়ারে?
ফোর্থ ইয়ারে থাকবে, থার্ড ইয়ারে থাকবে না হয়তো মোস্ট প্রবাবলি।
আচ্ছা
কারণ অনেক সময় চেঞ্জ হয়ে যায় তো টিচার সাবজেক্ট, যেমন আগের বছরে বিশ্বপ্রিয় স্যার ছিলেন, আমি ছিলাম এই সেকেন্ড ইয়ারে, ঠিক আছে, এই বছর বিশ্বপ্রিয় থার্ড ইয়ার, পরের বছর হতে পারে আমার কোনো থার্ড ইয়ারের ক্লাস করতে পারে, তো এখনো ফিক্স থাকে না, চেঞ্জ হতে পারে, তবে এখনো অবধি আমার থার্ড ইয়ারের ক্লাস নেই।
জি
ম্যাম
ম্যাম
বলছি
বুঝতে
নর্টনস থিওরেমের এক্সাম্পল দিয়ে দিন ম্যাম।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ বলো।
নর্টনস থিওরেমের একটা এক্সাম্পল দিয়ে দিন।
হ্যাঁ নর্টনস থিওরেমও দিয়ে দেবো। নর্টন সেম এই, আচ্ছা এক্ষেত্রে তোমাদের থেভনিনস আর নর্টনস এর কোনো গল্প নেই, এই একই প্রবলেম, কারণ তোমরা এখানে দেখছো ডিপেন্ডেন্ট সোর্সের ক্ষেত্রে তোমরা ভিটিএইচ ও বার করছো, ইভেন আইএন ও বার করছো, but the problem is you have to find out RTH or RN. So it's the same problem, you have to apply both Thevenins, both not that means both Thevenins and Nortons to find out RTH. So if you get RTH, then you can find out either equivalent Thevenin's equivalent circuit or Norton's equivalent circuit. Then you know how to convert this voltage source to current source. Just divide this resistance to this voltage source, and you can convert it in a current source, and then it will be converted in Thevenin's equivalent to Norton's equivalent. So same problem. So this is the most easiest problem, but here the another technique is there where they have taken here connected a 1 ampere current source and solve it, but I won't tell you this method. If you want to learn, you will go through the circuit theory book, A Chakraborty book. There is written two methods, and most of the books you will get this method, and this is the most easiest because both have Thevenins as well as Nortons you have to apply, and just you have to find out RTH, and then whatever it is required, either Thevenins or Nortons, you can just connect in the Thevenins equivalent or Nortons equivalent. You will just put the value and you will get the answer. So the second problem you have to solve this one. So write down this problem and you will submit this problem. Everyone, you will submit me this problem, because it may happen that every time I cannot solve all the that means I cannot check all the problems, but I can check, I'll try to check the all students problem in the assignment, because I'll give you the marks also. But if I'll not give you the marks, that means I have checked at least 10-15 students. If they are right, I will just show their method, and if you are right, you will just check your answer, and otherwise if you cannot solve the problem, then you will note down the method. Okay, but what I want to tell you, do not copy from others. Whatever the equation you can write, whatever the steps you can do, just try to do it. Whenever I'll check that students have learned or not, where there is problem, so that I can identify your problem. That's why I'm telling, do not copy from others. Do not think that this assignment I have to submit anyway. It is just for this, that you are learning, you are taking what I'm saying or not. Okay, that's why you will try to solve this problem honestly. And next 1 week I'm giving you to submit, that means next Monday. Within this next Monday you will submit this problem. If all students, you will submit this problem.
ম্যাম কোশ্চেনটাকে বলে দিন এবার।
এই যে দিয়ে দিয়েছি, দেখো তোমার মোবাইলে, ফাইন্ড দ্য থেভনিনস ইকুইভ্যালেন্ট নেটওয়ার্ক। So now give me the attendance. Roll number 1, 2, When I'll give you the assignment, if you will not be present and you will submit the assignment, I will not check, because if you are not present, you don't know about this thing, right? So you cannot submit this problem. So you have to learn first, then you have to submit the problem. So do not copy from others, and I request every student, do not show your problem to other student. They will try, they will submit, for this is for their benefit also. Roll number 2.
Yes, ma'am.
রোল নাম্বার 2, তুমি আগের দিন ল্যাবে অ্যাবসেন্ট ছিলে,